Most likely you're going to watch this video from a PC or laptop. Am I right? But what kind of OS is running on your PC? Windows, Mac OS, or even maybe Linux? Why don't you put it in the comments? We will definitely looking at the latest Microsoft OS today and why it's anything but the way Microsoft intended it to be. We obviously talking about Windows 11. But before we look at why Windows 11 is becoming more and more like a bottomless pit for Microsoft, we need some background information. Let's go. Windows 11 was presented on June 24th, 2021 by Microsoft as the fitting successor to the very successful Windows 10 operating system. It should convince users who still use Windows 7 or 10 to update to Windows 11. Numerous features were announced, such as a complete redesign that moved away from the old Metro style towards the new, more modern design language. And also optimization for tablets and the use of Android apps were on the feature list. A quarter of a year later, on October 5th, 2021, was the official release of Windows 11. But the release did not go as Microsoft had planned. As I mentioned earlier, the launch of Windows 11 was not the best. Reviewers and journalists tore up Windows 11. They criticized the system performance, the high system requirements that make it almost impossible for users of older computers to install Windows in the normal way. Also, the lack of features such as the use of Android apps or the Microsoft account for thing to set up the computer was an absolute failure. It was insanely hard for Microsoft to completely redesign an existing system, but it seemed as if it was just not ready to be released. Some journalists are even said that Windows 11 was the new Windows 8, and that is absolutely horrible for Microsoft. Windows 11 is in crisis, with only about 30% of the users worldwide having installed Windows 11 on average, compared to Windows 10 3 years after its release, with a market share about 60%. In addition, Windows is losing more and more users to Apple in the laptop market, which is very important for Microsoft. So Microsoft want to counteract this with the release of the Qualcomm X Elite platform to push the Windows laptop platform forward. But the bad name of Windows 11 is here now, and it won't go away anytime soon. So many people assume that it needs a new Windows first so that people can upgrade again. And Microsoft knows that. And they're only releasing Windows 11 exclusive features like the Copilot now for Windows 10. That itself is a huge admission which doesn't exactly speak for Microsoft's success. Even though Windows 11 is not the best operating system, I like it pretty much now. The problems that prevented me from installing Windows 11 are now largely solved. Similarly, all programs are now compatible with Windows 11, so I think you can install Windows 11 on your main computer without any problems or concerns. But it will be smarter in the future if you already have Windows 11 installed, as new security updates will only be delivered until the end of 2025 to Windows 10. But what do you think about Windows 11? Are you using it already? Or are you still using Windows 10 or Mac OS? And if so, why are you using it? Please write it in the comments. So, thanks for watching, leave a like below, that would help me a lot, and subscribe my channel, that would help to push my channel forward, and see ya in the next video.